We need a holy hatred of sin. We need the fear of God to come into our life, that reverential love. Oh, it's not that cringing sort of a fear. It's such a love. It's like, why would I ever consider cheating on my wife? I love her dearly. I would never look at some other woman or some other man. Why? Because I have eyes only for you. It's the same thing when it comes to the spiritual realm. God, I have such a love for you, such a respect for you, that I would never think of doing anything else. Why I made a covenant with Levi, because he had the fear of God. He stood in awe of my name. Today we're more afraid of offending people than we are of offending them. We no longer preach against sin. Why? Because somebody may leave. We have a whole new way of presenting the gospel, this seeker-sensitive way, again, in which God is this great big warm fuzzy love wins no matter what type thing. He says true instruction was in his mouth, talking about Levi, and unrighteousness was not found on his lips. He walked with me in peace and in uprightness, and he turned back many from iniquity. He turned back many from iniquity. That is the job of those in leadership, to turn you from sin. Thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people not in their sin, but from their sin. And we come up with all sorts of doctrines today that give people the security that they can sin and continue on. The very first lie the enemy ever concocted was there in the Garden of Eden, when he says, listen, you will not die. And we have bought into that lock, stock, and barrel. We've promoted it. We've done everything we can to say, listen, you cannot lose it. You're safe. You'll never die. Go ahead, sin. Go ahead and disobey God. Live like the devil if you want. And man found the consequences. Driven out of the presence of God, banished from the Garden of Eden. The land cursed as a result. The only way back in through the atoning blood of an animal. Separated from God. Far too many people have bought into that. You've wearied the Lord. Wearied the Lord. In that you say everyone that does good is fine in the sight of the Lord. Oh, I know we have our little doctrines, our little ways of saying, God puts on his rose-colored glasses, and all he sees is rose. Tell that to the 7 churches of Revelation for me. He's looking for ones that have a singleness of eye, a love for God that is supreme. They found their satisfaction again in his presence, and his presence is fullness of joy.